Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everybody, and welcome to Beyond Standards community. It's your Captain Shanks once again with some more BFME action. And today we will have a video commentary of all the replay from gamereplays.org. It's gonna be good against good, Gondor against Rohan. Before losing any time, let's get right into it. And here we go. As on the right side of the map we have the yellow Rohan player Hydro, and Hydro's opponent on the left side of the map is gonna be the red Gondor player Mergin. This replay is from 2016, so it's over 3 years old by now, but the patch is still being the patch 1.06. So let's see what's gonna happen here. So I mean, normally this is a matchup, in my opinion, which can go either way. It kinda depends on the first rush or on the strategy what Rohan wanna follow. If this game goes super late game, it's gonna be hard for Rohan to finish, because Rohan is really weak when it comes to finish a camper Gondor. That's why Rohan should be definitely looking to finish this game within the first 15 minutes, before Gondor will have the time to spam many of those trebuchets, which are gonna be a nightmare for the Rohan player. Gondor is actually going offensively. This is something we don't see that often in 2019. Sending both his soldiers forwards, I don't like this at all. Normally you can see Rohan pressuring Gondor and not Gondor pressuring Rohan. And yeah, this is a bad move. Land will be used after taking so much damage here. He was just about to lose an entire soldier battalion before he chose to use land. Land is a big mistake in my opinion, because in this matchup you wanna have Gandalf the white power points as soon as you possibly can. And the Elven Wood will be delaying that for sure, because he needs to get heal and then 2 more power points in order to activate or unlock the Gandalf the White power point ability from the Gondor spellbook. And yeah, at the very same time, I'm also surprised that Rohan was not trying to pressure. We have farm blacksmith into a farm here from the Gondor player, and he managed actually to get a level 2 soldier battalion here, which is super unlikely, which is definitely something we don't see that often. And yeah, they're gonna be hard to take down, because they are also being on the Elven Wood, right? They have the armor increasement by 40%, and on top of that they are level 2 at the first place. This is a big power spike for those units. And the peasants, they are getting one-shotted from the works as well, and the Hobbit is gonna be super careful. He's only rank 1, and taking down those soldiers will be super hard. And yeah, on the other side, I gotta say that surprisingly Gondor didn't get punished for that, and he didn't lose a single farm yet. So this is an incredible well start from the Gondor player, I gotta say. Offense is the best defense. That proves the strategy from the Gondor player, which is being super nice so far. I didn't expect it to work out like that. But also a bit miss micro here from the Rohan player, I gotta say, guys. Because he shouldn't fight at the Elven Wood at the first place. And now he's, busy so much with the Hobbits here, who's all about to die. One more hit's needed probably. Oh my godness. He's gonna die if he stops. Better don't stop. At the very same time, Rohan finally will be able to take down one of the farms, but Gondor was able to already click on the Gondor Knight Battalion and recruit them for 640. Now they're gonna cost 680 because of the food bonus here from the Gondor farms. The more farms you have under your control, the cheaper you will be able to recruit those cavalry units. In this case, we are talking about the Gondor Knights from the stable. And yeah, the first Rohirrim is on the field. Remember, the stable from Rohan as well as the Rohirrim from Rohan faction are cheaper. And on top of that, they also cost less command points. So while a Gondor Knight costs you 20 command points, a Rohirrim costs you only 15. And yeah, the first Gondor Knight battalion is on the field. Let's see what's gonna happen. He's going actually for offensive creep, which is also something we don't see that often. Normally, I gotta say that if you see this matchup, you can tell that Gondor is playing more defensively against Rohan, while Rohan is the one faction that actually tries to pressure, tries to punish, tries to go and take down those farms. Unlike that, what we have seen so far. And Gondor is actually taking down the creep at the top right side, which is super smart. And at the very same time, Rohan was able to take down both those farms, which is really nice for Rohan. Late, but still very good. Gondor in the meantime is gonna go now for a full base. Against Rohan you don't need an early third horse, in this matchup at least. I mean, it kind of depends on the situation. I think you can't say that all the time. Rohan in the meantime was able to creep this on the right side of the river. He's moving now on the left side of the river, will be able to take down another war creep for himself. So far it's 2-1. Rohan was able to take 2 creeps, while Gondor was able to take 1 creep. But on the other side, Gondor will be able to take down several of those peasants. And the fact that he had a great start into the game with those soldiers being ranked 2, and they were actually able to kill many of those peasants, he was almost able to collect the power points now. And that means he will be still 2 power points away from getting Gandalf the white power points, and that's what I'm talking about. It's a bad fight to take. Rohirrim are rank 2, these Gondor soldiers are only rank 1. Heal will be used from both the players. Fighting on the land, as you can see, Rohirrim are still out damaging. I don't know why he should be just fighting, keep fighting there. This is a risky 50-50 situation. And Rohan will be able to get the last hit, but the treasure goes, actually both the treasure goes to Gondor player, which is super needed from the Gondor player right now, as he was not even able to fill up his space now. And here's a well in the back, which I don't like at all. I don't like the fact that I need to walk all the way back into my base in order to heal up my units. I would love to see the well in the front instead. By the way guys, if you are looking for more BFME content, we are streaming up to 3 times on my Twitch channel, live streaming BFME games, including BFME 1, 2 and the Rise of the Witch King. Would love to see you there, twitch.tv/BeyondStandards, and the link is also gonna be in the description below. And if you are looking for more content like this on the YouTube channel, please make sure to hit that like button and definitely subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much in advance guys. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen in here. PowerPoint wise, Gondor had heal unlocked. Yes, I think 3 battalions of Gondor knights on the field. Yeah, I see 3, which is smart. So the key as Gondor here is you want to have as much Gondor knights on the field as your Rohan enemy has Rohirrim on the field, because that's the only way you can constantly keep fighting for the map control. And Rohan is actually going for the upgrades, which is something I don't like to see. I mean, it's early on very nice. Yes, you can fight for the map control, you can deny Gondor from getting the resources, and you can keep fighting those Gondor knights over and over again. Yes, that is the beautiful part about it. But on the other side, you're gonna give a lot of time to Gondor to actually build up an army, and then he will get his Gandalf on the field, and Gandalf is, if you didn't know that, I'm sorry, but Gandalf is the best freaking hero in the Battle for Middle-earth 1. And super hard to deal with unless you will have many Rohirrim archers with full upgrades, Theoden leadership, Aragorn leadership, and potentially even Eomer leadership. Is one of the few ways you can actually deal with the White Wizard. On the bright side, the Gondor player is still over 1.5 power points away from getting to that point to turn the old grey man to white. But Rohan should be demolishing those farms in time to deny Gondor from getting more experience for those Gondor knights, and more important, to deny him from getting more and more power points. If we take a look into the minimap on the bottom left side of our screens, we can tell that Rohan has the map control because he has the leadership. I mean, he has the upgraded Rohirrim. You gotta be careful there. Gondor is also getting all the upgrades he needs. He has heavy armor and forged blades purchased on those Gondor knights. He's also going for the shields, which is smart. And after the shields, you can actually demolish the stable and go for more eco if you want to do that, because at some point you want to switch to Gandalf no matter what. And I think 3 horses, and you need to make sure to not lose them, are enough to fight for the map control, and then you will have full base with resource income. That's what he's doing, by the way, to get Gandalf on the field as quickly as you possibly can. Alvin Wood will be used, will be covered from the Rohan player, which is super nice spots to cover that. Gondor keeps fighting that, and heal was used from the Gondor player, which is not smart at all, because you are in front of your base, you don't need to use heal, you can just go back, use your well for free, and don't use that kind of important PowerPoint abilities for no reason. Now Rohan is gonna just chill here in the front of the Gondor base, and then it might actually force Gondor to make some of those battle towers in order to get rid out of those Rohirrim from the Rohan player Hydro. And yeah, by the way, not to forgot to mention that this is being played on the host from the Gondor player. Host is also really important in a matchup like this. FOL against FOL. FOL means forces of light against forces of light. In this case, we are talking about the two good factions you are able to get in Battle for Middle-earth 1, Gondor against Rohan. The micro is gonna be super important, and for the micro, being the on-host player means so much. And if you don't play BFME 1, you can't know what I'm talking about, but the off-host players in Battle for Middle-earth games, not only 1, but also 2 and Rise of the Witch King, are being in a general disadvantage. That's why when we are hosting tournaments and events for those games, we are making sure that the games are being played on a neutral host to make it as fair and balanced as we possibly can. Yeah, Theoden is on the field as well. Theoden, rank 1 leadership, 50% increased damage and armor for every single unit that Rohan offers. Rohirrim archers are on the field. Theoden was taking too much damage. Rohirrim archers, they don't have fire arrow upgrade just yet, but he's working for that. One more archer will be needed, and then he will be unlocking the level 2 for the archer range. That's gonna give him the chance to and the option to get this fire arrow upgrades, which is gonna be a huge power spike for those Rohirrim archers. And Rohirrim archers, alongside with Mumma kills, are one of these few units which are generally strong against heroes, and that's gonna be super important when it comes to take down the enemy Gandalf. Yeah, Rohirrim are winning these fights, as you can see, because they are higher ranked. Rank is gonna be super important in Battle for Middle-earth 1. The power spike you are getting from the rank advantage is huge. And yeah, let's see. I'm just hoping for Gandalf. Gondor saving the resources. He is still 3000 resources away from that. Heal was used here. He needs to take those fights, by the way. He needs to take those fights. And Rohan shouldn't take those fights for free. Because what Gondor is aiming for, I mean, you don't need to be Einstein to actually see it coming. He needs to get the Scandinav the white power points. And that's gonna mean that he will be even taking those bad fights in order to kill at least some of those units to get some power points. And if Rohan can actually play super smart and deny his units from dying, deny Gondor any kind of experience he's looking for in power points by demolishing those farms really fast, by not taking bad fights, this Gandalf will be remaining grey on the field forever. And Gondor can actually go for a trample here, didn't go for it. There's a statue which is, by the way, increasing the damage output for the units inside and out, inside the tower and outside. I think this is the range by 100%. That is crazy. So the damage output you will be able to gain with your Rohirrim archers, and Rohirrim near to a statue gonna make you invincible. Alright, Rohan is not paying attention. Rohan is not paying attention. Now the power points are unlocked and Gondor is gonna be happy. He will be also able to take down the outpost. And that's why it's not always smart to take the outpost, especially when you don't have enough units on the field that can defend it, you know? Because you're just gonna give a different target. This is the only thing that you are doing by capturing this outpost, which you are not able to protect. You give Gondor a target, you know, he can go and fight for. And he will be able to take down the outpost. Now Rohan is gonna reinvest resources to build it up again. And that's a lot of cash being invested for no reason, while he could save his resources for Aragorn. Aragorn is gonna be super important later on with the leadership he's gonna give to every single unit, and most importantly to those Rohirrim archers. Gate is being closed. I think he is afraid that the Rohan player might go for a gate rush.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. I don't think that Rohan would be going for a gate rush. It's quite lame though. And I think he has still the upper hand in this game. So it kind of depends on the micro from Gandalf, and we're gonna take a look into that. Gandalf the White, ladies and gentlemen, on his Shadow of X. And if you are weak-hearted, don't.
It's not been easy for me. It has not been easy for me. And, you know, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Can you please? I don't care. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen, guys. The farm has been taken down. Rohan is looking strong. He has all the upgrades he needs, including heavy armor, banner upgrade, and a fire arrow upgrade for those Rohirrim archers. He is missing a decent amount of leadership by not having Eomer on the field and not having Eomer with rank 4 leadership. Looking for a Israelite. Easterlight will be used. Nice one, was able to take down many units. Easterlight, if you didn't know, is dealing a slight area of effect damage, but nothing too spicy, so you can actually dodge that. But the way you don't want to play against it is you don't want to group all your units together. I can talk today, by the way, guys, sorry. That normally doesn't happen to me at all, you know. Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Are you sure about that?
Okay. Right, guys. We have still almost full map control for the Rohan player, which is smart. Aragorn doesn't have Anduril Sword, he needs to be super careful, but Easterlight is on cooldown. If you didn't know, Easterlight is able to kill Aragorn, one-shot Aragorn without the Anduril and Blade Master. You can't kill him even when he has full health, he's gonna get one-shotted, so you wanna make sure every time you see Gandalf using Easterlight on you and you didn't manage to get Anduril Sword like he did now, you need to make sure to activate your Blades Master, which is going to increase your armor by 50%, which is going to be necessary to not get one-shotted from the Gandalf. Okay, we have Eomer now on the field, potentially might get some experience later on as well. Legolas could be a great thing as well to go for. Like mentioned before, Gondor is going to switch now to the trebuchets, so Rohan, instead of Legolas, maybe it would be making more sense to make Entmoot here and start sieging the Gondor base, start putting pressure, because if you don't put pressure on his base, he will just do what he's doing now. Gonna just run around with his guns off, kill your units, even if he doesn't get the chance to get a beautiful Wizard Blast. Oh! Sit down, Rohirrim archers. Very well done here. Rank 7 unlocked, ladies and gentlemen, and we know what's gonna happen when this old white man, Gandalf the White, ever hits rank 10. That's gonna be the time for Gandalf the White to shine, and he's gonna use this almighty word of power and destroy everything what Rohan has on the field, ladies and gentlemen, unless Rohan manages to get this old blonde-haired King of Rohan, ex-King of Rohan, to get him rank 4, and that's gonna unlock the glorious charge ability. And we know that also that this ability is the best spot of ability for every single cavalry in Battle for Middle-earth games, including the Warcriders from Isengard. If you didn't know that, it works also on them. And yeah, Gondor is looking around and he doesn't want to take a big fight. Smart move here from the Gondor player to always go for the small fights, which you are able to win. And yeah, let's see, the well has been taken down. He's not demolishing in time. Gondor is gaining a decent amount of power points for himself. Aragorn now with Anduril doesn't need to be afraid from this old man. So let's see what's going to happen, chat. I mean, guys. One thing for sure. So Eomer has a spear and Eowyn has a spear. With that being said, you don't want to underestimate the damage income from those heroes using their range abilities on your Gandalf, and also the Rohirrim archers he has on the field. He has many of them on the field. On the good side for the Gondor player, they are really low ranked, so they are only level 2. The power spike of the Rohirrim archers once they hit higher ranks is gonna be incredible. They're gonna one-shot Gandalf and Eagles and everything. It's that Army of the Dead, obviously. And the kata is gonna be a main thing you wanna have against the Rohirrim archers. There is potentially no way at this point that Gondor can win this game without having to use catapults, trebuchets. Now, as you can see, that was one spear from Eowyn and Eomer and a couple of shots from this Rohirrim archers, and Gandalf is almost at 50% health already. So that's how you need to play super careful with this old man, and don't want to make any risky moves unless you have heal. Looking for a play, I'm assuming he's going for a play. Rohan needs to dodge incoming damage. Very well dodged here from Rohan, I like it. He didn't even lose, he only lost one Rohirrim archer from the battalion, nothing too crazy. He was not able to get any kind of experience for that. And I don't know why Rohan is not going for Entmoot and giving Gondor the time he needs, making more and more trebuchets. He has Firestone upgrade purchased on those trebuchets, getting more time, that means more trebuchets, that means harder for the Rohan to deal with, as he has also now some of those tower guards joining the battlefield in order to keep those trebuchets safe against the normal Rohirrim, including Aragorn. And yeah, Entmoot is coming up now, but I gotta say, it's super late. He has almost 3000 resources collected, so that means he could have gotten the Entmoot up like 5 minutes ago. Maybe not 5 minutes, but at least 2 minutes. Then you need to face only against 4 trebuchets, not against 8. And yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare now. And remember what I've said at the beginning of the game. Rohan is gonna struggle a lot when it comes to finish a camping Gondor. And that's gonna be the case. Gondor can actually put some trebuchets. I mean, the main target, which is gonna be the main MVP here when it comes to deal with the trebuchets, is the guy with the Jedi sword, Aragorn, Arathorn's son, with the Anduril sword, Flame of the West. He needs to go in and take down those trebuchets. He can also one-shot those tower guards most likely. Alvin Wood will be used and covered here. It was used from the Gondor player and now covered from the Rohan player, so they will have extra leadership. But the leadership is not gonna matter once those fire arrow upgraded trebuchets gonna hit your Rohirrim archers. Rohirrim archers are generally weak against fire. And trebuchets and catapults, they don't care about your leadership at some point. They are pretty much dealing like true damage to you. Unless you have Glorious Charge. Like Glorious Charge is gonna be the ultimate key when it comes to winning against a camping Gondor player. And it's gonna be even hard with the Glorious Charge, trust me on that. Trust me on that. And yeah, he's going for a statue, placing all his trebuchets in places. That's what I'm talking about, by the way, in between the structures. Why? If you ask yourself why they are doing that, the reason why, the biggest reason is you have more attack range with the trebuchets, so you can hit them before they are able to reach to you. And the main reason why is because it's much harder for the Rohirrim to get in between the structures. So they need to micro around, and because you have trebuchet here, second they arrive at this trebuchet will be shooting at this place, and they will be grouped. And remember, the fire shot from the trebuchet is dealing a lot of area of effect damage. That means the enemy units, they have to be grouped, right? Because they are using a really small pathway to reach to your trebuchets. That again means that potentially one single shot of a trebuchet of yours will be able to take down 2 battalions, maybe 3 battalions at the same time. And that's why we're gonna take a look into the PowerPoints from the Gondor player to see how it's gonna rise. Alright, but he's smart actually. Rohan plays smart. We have a tribute on the field as well. The old guy here. The oldest hero of Battle for Middle-earth. Probably older than Galadriel. When he's a tree at the end of the day. Trees are what? A million year old? Kinda. I mean, in Lord of the Rings at least. And yeah, trees are weak against fire as well, by the way, guys. The PowerPoint's gonna rise now. Lightning Sword will be used. It's an overkill. But it's okay, it's okay. Bam. Gandalf getting the experience for himself. Almost rank 8. Rank 10. Remember what I've said before. Rank 10 is gonna be the time to shine. He has almost no resource income outside of his base. He managed to get a single farm outside. All the other map is yellow as we can. Oh, what?
Don't let your kids watch it.
What just happened, guys? I was legit not looking for a second how it comes that Aragorn is going solo mission into the base, taking down the most mobile hero beside the Nazguls and Eagles by himself on a 1v1. And by the way, don't ever try to 1v1 Aragorn, especially not when he has his Blade Master being active, because you can't hurt him. You can't hurt him, guys. You can use your fully charged Lightning Sword on him and he's gonna sit there and laugh. He's gonna have fun. He's like, are you even trying, bro? Heal will be used here, by the way, and yeah, this is so bad. He's gonna feed so much power points now. Because the Ent's gonna die over, I mean, he's gonna get them at the river, which is smart. But they are quite low. So heal, yeah, they're gonna get rid of out of fire. But they're gonna die anyway. And because they die, the power points gonna go to Gondor player. And that's what I'm talking about, by the way. The Ents are going ham, but they are dying in a second and a half. And it's not about the weakness. We have Gimli on the field, by the way. It's not about the weakness of Ents against fire. I'm fine with that. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you are a tree, and once fire hits you, you start burning, right? But what I don't like and what I dislike really big time when it comes to play with those Ents, you can't micro them once they are burning for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you know. It's so much time, actually. And I hate this. We have the three brothers of arms here. One of them has been taken down. Gimli is down, by the way. Legolas is gonna revenge him, hopefully. As you can see, Aragorn is using Artelas, but the trebuchets are knocking down the king of the men of the west as well. If Aragorn goes down here, that's gonna be massive. That's gonna unlock the eagles. Probably Aragorn is getting away, but he's losing so many. Faramir has been taken down in the meantime. What a big fiesta fight. Eomer is almost level 3, but all of those heroes are surviving with almost no health. I think Théoden has been taken down as well. Let me take a look into that. Yeah, Théoden has been taken down somewhere. We missed that one. But at the very same time, Gondor was fighting for the map control. I like this move a lot. Rohan was super busy and focusing only and exclusively in the main base of his enemy. But map control, and you know what I like to say, map control is everything. So you don't want to give up the map control for free. It's really not hard to keep one of your Rohirrims constantly fighting for the map control and deny Gondor from getting resources outside of his base. Because, I mean, he lost so much. He lost his workshop. He has, what, 2 trebuchets left. He needs to revive his Ganzaf. He can't even afford to revive his Faramir. He can't make workshop and more katas and more tower guards at the same time. That's not possible. If we're gonna have eagles, so Gondor obviously in a matchup like this will have always the upper hand in terms of power points. That is normal, nothing too crazy about that. Because you don't have units, and that's what I don't like about the trebuchets. I can understand that in some situations you're gonna need them. I can't even blame anyone to make them. Because, let's be honest, what can Gondor do against such a reckless hate? But no, I'm joking, you know. But let's be real. What can Gondor do at this point when there is a massive army like this with a lot of leadership and Aragorn who is... Oof. This is... You can chase him. Oh, he will be used and Gandalf will get in safety. Aragorn gonna dow. What kind of language is that? Alright, Eomer rank 3.5. You know what that means. He's half a rank away from getting the Horse Lord leadership. Eagles, they don't do anything. Heal is not available for the Gonzo play anymore. But there are not many Rohirrim archers left at this point. They can go for Legolas, which is the right move. Visa Blast, very well done. Easterlight is on cooldown as well as the Lightning Sword from this Ganzaf. But Rohan is gonna lose all of his army here. And giving so much power points for free. In the meantime, more ends are coming from the Entmoot. The resource income from Rohan is crazy, right? Because of the map control. There is only one farm outside from the Gonzo player. And that's not gonna be enough. Théoden, it looks like, will be able to get away. Eagles can be used now to deal with the Ents, including the Treebeard. At the very same time, the Ents are going to war, as Treebeard would like to say. And yes, there are 4 Ents inside the Gondor base, and Gondor is not doing anything about it. Now he realizes, okay, I need to send, but the time of the Eagles is gone, so they can't do anything at this point. Lightning Sword is gonna be available soon. Till then, also Gandalf can't really do much. Looking for a Visa Blast, very well done, taking down the battalion. Was able to get a trebuchet up on the wall, but he is about to lose his base, guys. He's about to lose his base. Lightning Sword is still loading. It needs a couple of seconds more. And besides that, the auto attacks from Gandalf, they're powerful, yes, but they're not gonna be enough to burst down those ends. And I like the way that he is sending more and more Rohirrim inside the base. And at this point, there is nothing. He has nothing on the field beside Gandalf. Lightning Sword will be used, was able to hit and catch 4 ends at the very same time. Now more units are coming from the Rohan player, and that game is looking bad for the Gondor. But I gotta say, that game was a bit different what we have seen so far from the Gondor Rohan matchup. And at the beginning already, Gondor was sending all his soldiers forward, and that kind of worked out for him. So what was the mistake, in my opinion, was that he was overspending money for the tower guards. That was a big mistake. You should just spam more catapults, basically, you know. And maybe make some more horses to fight for the map control. It was like he gave up the map control, okay? Okay, Théoden has been taken down. 2 power points away from getting Army of the Dead. Treebeard is on the field. Lightning Sword was just used. And Easterlight also on the Théoden. The Hobbit from the Gonzo player is seeing what's happening here. Legolas and Aragorn are back on the field. And yeah, at this point Aragorn can win the game solo. There is no way that he can deal with Aragorn with this what he has left in his base. 700 resources and only 2 blacksmiths in that citadel. Legolas is taking damage for free, trying to get away. Gandalf can't really match this Aragorn, like mentioned before. I hope we're gonna have the chance to show you what I mean. I hope that Gandalf gets the chance to use Easter Light and Lightning Sword on this Aragorn. But he's gonna kill this Legolas first. Is heal available? Yes, it is. So one hit is gonna be needed. Bam. Heal will be used. Go for a play here. Wizard Blast maybe. Beautiful. Super close to rank 10, boys. Will he be able to get it? Easter Light will be used. And oh my godness, that's so smart. That's so close, I mean. An Army of the Dead, boys. Army of the Dead will be here. And will be forced to be used on this Aragorn. And Aragorn, it's like, come on. I am your king. Well, he's actually taking way too much damage. Because he's being in middle of them. But if you see how many battalions he was able to kill without having to use the heal. If he had healed, he could have done so much more damage on the Army of the Dead. There are few units in Battle for Middle-earth 1 that are able to take down Army of the Dead. One of them, obviously Aragorn with the Anduril sword. He's dealing magic damage and taking down Army of the Dead. The second one is obviously Gandalf the White. With the Word of Power, he can take down entire army from Army of the Dead, by the way. I mean, you kinda can... Oh, nice one. That's gonna give him rank 10. Very well done here. Gandalf rank 10, boys. Full map control for Rohan. He's struggling so much resource-wise. He can't make more units at this point. He can make a well, but his base is looking like the base from Mordor. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 broken parts of the wall, and including a broken gate. So Rohan can actually just go inside whenever he wants. In like 20 minutes, he won't be able to recover all these walls. And Rohan can just use this advantage for himself, keep Gandalf around his own side. Gimli is level 2, doesn't have his leap attack ability quite yet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that happened, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I like it. Gondor is really weak right now. It was not easy for him. He has no resources.
It's not been easy for me. It has not been easy for me. And you know, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Yeah, it was not easy for him at all. Yeah, he has a Gandalf rank 10 and some eagles special summons. He has Rohirrim special summon now, which can be used for the map control. I mean, the farms from Rohan are pretty much level 3 now. This farm's here at the top side, this one at the bottom side. 2 statues at the bottom outpost, 2 statues at the top outpost. That means the heroes, when it comes to revive them, is gonna be also much cheaper. Look at the Gimli. Reviving a Gimli costs you only 700 resources. It's pretty much for free at this point. Eomer is still not level 4. Will be taken down here from those eagles. He's trying to get in safety. Nice lightning sword from Gandalf the White, taking down more and more Rohirrim. But the problem is, I mean, at this point, Rohan can lose whatever, and he is able to recover. He has so much resource income, and he is at the very same time sending more and more Rohirrim to the base and forcing Gandalf to go back to the main base over and over again. And yeah, stable is up. He's gonna manage finally to get a Gondor Knight on the field. The reason why he's making blacksmiths, by the way, if you're wondering, instead of farms, is simple. Blacksmiths are much tankier than farms. So while a level 1 blacksmith has 3000 health, a level 1 farm will have only 1500 health. Even, I mean, a level 2 farm outside is has 3000 health. But a level 2, and we are talking here about blacksmiths level 1. When they are level 3, they will have 6000. And at this one, level 2 has 4500 health. So 50% more health basically for the blacksmiths in compared to the farms. That's why he is not going for the farms. To have more durability basically on those structures. Aragorn is on the field, don't underestimate him, is also being rank 9. Army of the Dead is still on cooldown, obviously. Eagle special summon is also on cooldown, was used a couple of minutes ago. Elf's gonna be ready. But yeah, this is not gonna be easy to deal with this Aragorn. And Legolas might go down here. Okay, Legolas has been taken down. At this point, getting more power points doesn't make too much sense. Look, Aragorn's damage without having the Blade Master active, by the way. That is crazy. Word of Power is reloading. Ents are going to war. He has 2 battalions of Gondor Knights in the back of his base. Can't afford to upgrade them. In the meantime, Aragorn is taking down every single Rohirrim special summon here from the Gondor player. And yeah, this Hydro is looking strong today. Almost level 10 Aragorn. And yeah, there are two heroes that have a ranked 10 ability in Battle for Middle-earth 1, and we have obviously one of them already unlocked a couple of minutes ago, Word of Power from Gandalf the White. And the second is Oathbreakers from Aragorn's level 10 ability. Summon a battalion of those Army of the Dead. And Army of the Dead, talking about Army of the Dead, is gonna be ready now for Aragorn. I can't believe that this game is not over yet. So I think what Rohan should be doing at this point is just make 3 stables. You have a lot of resource income. Make 3 stables, make 10 battalions of Rohirrim. Send them inside the Gondor base and just focus on the structures. Maybe the first time you will force him to use Army of the Dead. The second time you will force him to use Word of Power. But by the third time you're gonna do that, he won't have an answer to that. Legolas almost level 3. Gimli is still only level 2. Deep attack only available from level 3. And yeah, Aragorn! Okay, Army of the Dead was forced to be used defensively again. Aragorn is still only rank 9. I was just checking if he managed to kill some of those Army of the Dead. Eomer has been taken down as well. I mean, at this point, you know, Army of the Dead is ready anyway. So what's gonna be the winning factor of this game is obviously when Rohan gets Army of the Dead, because there is nothing that, I mean, yeah, he can technically do something about that with the Word of Power, but it's really hard to take down the entire army from the Army of the Dead. That's almost impossible. And yeah, at this point I wouldn't recommend you to revive the Prince of the Mirkwood Elves anymore. Legolas doing nothing but feeding and dying. It looks like that Gandalf got the last hit, because if the Gondor Knights would be getting the last hit on this Legolas, they would be almost level 10. Because remember Gandalf's leadership saying, okay guys, if I'm close to you and you kill something, you get the double amount, 200% increased combat experience, which is crazy. More Rohirrim will be sent forward. Blacksmiths are getting demolished. Smart move from Gondor, because he knows when my opponent gets Army of the Dead, the game is gonna be over. And he's recovering over the time. And don't tell me that at the end of the game, the Gondor player will win, because this is gonna be crazy. And it would be a good performance from the Gondor player, yes. But I think a terrible performance from the Rohan player, who was performing quite nicely within the first 20 minutes into the game. But being super lazy and sleepy the last 5 to 10 minutes. Since he actually managed to break the walls, get inside, take down many stuff, including Gandalf in a 1v1 with this Aragorn. He managed to do nothing more than this. And he still keeps sending those Rohirrim battalions one by one forward, when he has the resources he needs to send them, like, you know, a lot of them. Eagle's gonna be ready for the next fight. Cloudbreak gonna be ready for the next fight. He has no Rohirrim archers anymore, so Eagles can be used. Probably will be used defensively. Gandalf is going back to his home. I think Word of Power might be used around this area. He doesn't want to fight the Rohirrim, which makes a lot of sense. He doesn't want to give the power points he's looking for. Can talk size, sorry about that. Word of Power won't be used, I'm assuming. He doesn't really need to use it for one battalion. Looks like Theoden will get away. But he was again able to take down a couple of those structures. Gonzo in the meantime was summoning the Rohirrim to take down the outpost. Outpost will be recaptured by the Rohan player. Now going for the archery range, which is quite interesting. Aragorn, special summons, he's really close to rank 10. He needs assistance here. He needs assistance, and there are no Rohirrim archers on the field. I mean, it takes ages legit to take him down, look at that. And Eagles are, if you don't believe me or not, Eagles are generally incredibly strong against heroes. But now Andurill's, I mean, Blade Master is gone. Heal is not available. Oh, heal is available actually. Okay, Gandalf gotta be careful here. There is no backup, you know, that's the problem. Cloudbreak will be used from the Gondor player, because Rohan is again inside the base, will be able to take down the well. Now Only 3 power points away from getting the Army of the Dead special summon, but Aragorn once again has been taken down. I think the reason why he went for the archer range, he wanted to get some archers inside the Zither, but that's not gonna be the case now. They even purchased the heavy armor, I mean fire arrow upgrades. They're gonna get wizard blasted here from the Gandalf. Eagles are still remaining on the field for a couple of more seconds. They will be able to take down the statue and will be leaving the Middle Earth. And Gimli is now back on the field, and I think that's a lot of wrong money invest here. He now can't even afford to revive his Legolas, because reviving Aragorn with rank 9 costs you 2,520 resources, so a lot of cash. And he starts losing map control now at this point, right? He starts losing map control, and Gandalf has to come back. The Zither might be taken down, but Lightning Sword from Gandalf the White is gonna be available, I'm assuming. No, it's on cooldown. Easterlight is gonna be available, which is, by the way, one-shotting an Ent. I think it's not gonna one-shot a Treebeard, but a normal Ent is gonna get one-shotted from the Easterlight. Gondor is still struggling money-wise big time. I like the way that Rohan keeps getting the map control back. Gondor is fighting for. And let's see. I mean, the Gondor Knights rank 7, they're gonna also hit like a truck. And Army of the Dead, once again, from the Gondor player, will be used defensively to deal with the Ents, since he knows my Lightning Sword is on cooldown and I don't want to lose more structures than I already did. That's why he uses the Army of the Dead defensively. Okay, what is happening here? Théoden is back on the field, almost rank 3. Unlucky situation for the Rohan player to not get the experience he needs. Aragorn will be rejoining the battlefield here, coming out of the main base, which is smart. You don't want to make important heroes like this, reviving them out at the outpost, because the outpost is always in a dangerous situation, right? And might be taken down before your hero makes it out. The outpost will be taken down, by the way. Easterlight is bursting also structures down, if you didn't know. And Rohan once again is gonna just send 1 unit inside. 1 unit. I mean, I can understand you want to keep the pressure and you want to be annoying. But 1 unit, this is, I mean, here's towers. Now more units are coming. That's smart. That's smart. Take down the Citadel. And now Aragorn is almost rank 10, by the way, guys. Almost rank 10. Like, killing 1 horse would be enough at this point. And Rohan is going for a finish. Will he be able to finish? But Gandalf is approaching, and we're gonna see Nostercrest probably here. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, right? You gotta admit that seeing Gandalf using this ability, even after so many years of Battle for Middle-earth existing, you gotta admit that seeing that is so beautiful. I love it. Okay, now Aragorn is like, it's my turn. That's what I'm talking. Look. Yeah. Aragorn is like, I mean, this guy's level 10, by the way. Not a single hero would be surviving that without using his ability now. Atelas and heal is also available. But catapults are also hurting him. Easterlight is on cooldown and Army of the Dead. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Run, better run, my friend. Look at the health from Gandalf. And his Blade Master was on cooldown. So imagine Blade Master being active. Now, talking about things which are amazing in 2019. Oathbreakers, fight for me, and I will hold your oaths as for fulfilled. What say you? Aragorn might be in trouble now, nor heal available, he's gonna be taken down. And I can't believe that this Gondor player is still somehow alive, but he has no more resources. So he has 1 blacksmith inside, and he managed to get a farm outside. And he needs over 800 resources in order to be able to rebuild the Citadel. And on top of that, Rohan is only 1 power point away from getting Army of the Dead by himself. And he's gonna have Aragorn on the field, but he can't even afford that at this point, right? So they need to fight for more map control. I think Théoden is back on the field. Théoden almost rank 4. Gandalf is still alive. Eagle's gonna be gone soon. He has some archers inside. So going for the outpost would not be the greatest move, I guess, because they have a statue in the back. Like mentioned before, this is going to increase the damage output by 100%, and now the Théoden also being around means even more damage. Easterlight will be used on Théoden. Gandalf might be in trouble here, by the way. He's not focusing Gandalf with the archers in the base. Really? Nice with that blast. Is Theoden down? I think so. Theoden has been taken down. Is it me or are they just not shooting? I think they are not shooting. Cloudbreak will be used from the Gondor player once again. Yes, almost collected 20 power points after unlocking every single power point. And we have a quarter away. A quarter power points away from the army of the dead for the Rohan player. And that's, I think, gonna be the fourth time army of the dead used from the Gondor player. By the time Rohan gets it to use once. That shows you that Gondor has upper hands in a matchup like this. Especially when you fight. I mean, you basically have what? You don't have units to lose, you know, that's what I'm talking about. When you have Gandalf, you run around, you kill, you run around, as long as you don't kill Gandalf, as long as you don't lose Gandalf, I mean. And losing a couple of those Gondor Knights and trebuchets, but on the other side killing those Legolas, Gimli, over and over again, including Aragorn and Rohirrim archers and Rohirrim, is obviously much more rewarding than losing a couple of those trebuchets. And that's what I don't like about trebuchets. They are not rewarding at all. So if you lose them, the enemy doesn't get any kind of experience for that and power points. Now here's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farms outside, but still struggling to rebuild the citadel. Army of the Dead is gonna be ready from the Gondor player for the next fight. And once this fight is over, Word of Power is gonna be ready for the next fight. So he has a lot of defensive tools to Hobbit get like one shot. It's like, sit down, you know. Marry. Peregrine took. I mean, Rohan is struggling now. Guys, Rohan is gonna lose this game probably. This is unbelievable, right? Let me know in the comment section below. By the way, please guys, make sure to check me out on my Twitch channel as well. Twitch.tv/BeyondStandards. I would love to see you in there. The link is gonna be also in the description below. Alrighty, and special summon. He might be forced to use the Army of the Dead now, but he doesn't really need to. I'm assuming Lightning Sword is gonna be available. Use Army of the Dead now on top of Gandalf. Do it, 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 do it. I would do it. I would just do it. But he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Because once he's charging, look, all the ends gonna die. After that, use Word of Power. I would just use Word of Power at this point. That would be, he's using Army of the Dead defensively. By the way, did you know, guys, the one who is using Army of the Dead first will be always winning the fight. So let's say you are playing with a friend of yours, 1v1. And then you, on an empty spot, and on an empty base or in a full base, it doesn't really matter. You use your Army of the Dead first, and then your enemy uses Army of the Dead to kill your Army of the Dead. Did you know that the first summoned Army of the Dead will be always winning? That's not a joke. I'm 100% sure about that. And yeah, in the meantime, Gondor full map control, by the way, chat. That's crazy. Rohan can't really match with at this point anymore. He has no outpost under his control. Army of the Dead from Aragorn special summon is going inside. No more heal available from Gandalf, but Rohan has his heal ability available. Will this Aragorn be able to finish? That's gonna be the question. Has Gondor enough resources to rebuild the citadel? And I think he will have. Blade Master is on cooldown. He's sitting like a truck. You don't see that often. You don't see that often. You don't. I think he missed heal also. But when can you actually see Aragorn will be taken down with Word of Power from Gandalf, right? And I think that's one of the reasons why no one likes to play Gondor against Rohan, especially on Forts of Isen. It's like super long game, you know, if you can't finish within the first 10 minutes. And I think Rohan has the upper hand. But again, Gondor was on host in this one. That's why he was also able to micro with his Gandalf to white so nicely. But yeah, all of a sudden Gondor is turning with nothing left but his Gandalf, guys, by the way. Gandalf against Rohan. Most likely Gandalf against... Look this damage. Kill. He's gonna lose. Yeah, and the problem is he can't revive. He can't afford to revive them anymore. He's Danzo. Yes, he's Danzo, guys. He can just revive his because he gave up for the map control, and I think he just got out macroed from the Gondor player. If this is even possible, because Gondor had only one unit on the field, like for ages, and then was just fighting back and then with those PowerPoint abilities he had, including the Rohirrim special summon and this and that. But yeah, that's crazy. Gondor needs to go offensively now a bit more. He has 1200 resources, has an outpost now with more resource income, has come upgraded Gondor Knights, almost rank 5, fighting for the map control, realizing, okay, I need resource income from outside, having rank 10 Gondor Knights on the field. Cloudbreak will be used from the Gondor player as well. Cloudbreak is not only reducing the armor of the enemy units, but also the movement speeds, as the Gondor Knights will be able to catch them. And yeah, Gandalf, I think he lost him once, right? I think he lost him once, if I'm not mistaken. The only time he lost him was when Aragorn managed to kill him inside the Gondor base. And besides that, Gandalf was a survivor for all game, and the MVP of the game, obviously, because he's the only hero that could do the things what he did in this game, that could actually save him the game, and potentially even turn it back and win it at the end of the day. But I think that it's not the... I mean, I don't want to underestimate the performance of the Gondor player. No, I don't want to also minimize it, you know. But let's be honest. I think, yes, indeed, we gotta agree on that. Gondor was performing quite nicely. Yes. But I think it's more that Rohan was underperforming and trolling and just playing super lazy and sleepy was the main reason why Gondor is able to turn this around. And now take a look on the bottom left side of your screen and see what this Gondor has now, map control wise. And imagine how it, or just, you know, skip back the video like 10 minutes ago. See the resource income and see everything what is important. That's crazy. And not in a million years I would be thinking that Gondor would be winning this one. Yet nothing. He couldn't even afford to rebuild his citadel in his base, and like 99% of all the people playing this game, or playing this game right now, or you know, like 10 years ago, or maybe in 10 years from now, would be giving up. They would like, okay, I'm done, so I don't want to play this anymore, GG, you win. But this guy was like, as long as my Gandalf is on the field, there is still hope, you know, as Pippin would like to say. And yeah, now he has a full base, stable up, outpost, farms, everything. Decent amount of resource income. Army after that for the next fight will be ready as well. Aragorn will be sent forward. Eagles are still on cooldown. So let's see. Gandalf doesn't even want to fight him. Army after that from Aragorn will be used. Army after that from the Gondor player will be used. And if Rohan now uses it on top of that, Aragorn dies in a second. With the heal available, this Rohan is... I think he's gonna call it GG zone at this point. That was a waste of Aragorn, and he can't revive him. He has no resource income. He's outside of the base. Ooh, sorry guys, I have to scream, but that was crazy. We missed that one. We missed that one. Why would you do that? You know that this Gandalf is rank 10, don't you? Come on, Rohan. Stop it. Please. Stop it, Rohan. Agreed and confirmed on that, what he just said. Just stop, you know. Don't do that. We're gonna skip a bit forward at this point. I don't know how to do it, by the way. I think control, yeah, like this. Because they are just dancing around. It's like about the nerves at this point. Visa Plus, we were able to catch this Eagle special summon. Eagle's gonna be ready as well. Cloudbreak is gonna be ready. Lightning Sword will be used. Theoden is back on the field. He can't still afford to revive the Aragorn, who costs, by the way, 3,500 to revive. So I need to make a choice. Do I make more horses and fight for the map control, which would be the wiser choice? Or do I save all my resources for a potential outplay with my Aragorn, even though I've lost him in the previous 8 times? So the amount of resource invest on this Aragorn, was it really worth it? That's gonna be the question. And you need to always, I mean, eco management is one of the keys when it comes to win RTS games like the Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth 1. So you need to be an eco guy. You need to ask yourself, is it worth it that I gonna invest over and over again the resources? And yeah, many of you guys might think, okay, of course it is worth it. This guy is rank 10 and he has Army of the Dead with this Aragorn. But the true question is, what did the Army of the Dead special summon from the Aragorn level 10 do so far? And I gotta be honest, let's answer the question together. Nothing, you know. It did nothing. So he pretty much run it down from the base to the base of Gondor. By the time he get there, he got killed in a second and a half. Because he doesn't have any backup. Because he can't afford to get any backup. He can't afford to make more Rohirrim archers because he's running out of resources. Why? I will tell you why. Because map control is everything. And keep an eye on the bottom left side. He keeps sending those units forward and he kept losing them. Look the base of Gondor, by the way, like black things all over the base. And sooner or later Gondor will be able to repair every single wall because he has a decent amount of resource income. Here is on the field. He's not making any more units. Eagle special summon, there we go. Imagine killing the Citadel before the Aragorn comes out, and I think that's the plan. I think Aragorn might still come out. I think he will be able to come out, but the second he comes out, what's gonna be the case? Because he's gonna be going down again to those Eagles. He managed at the very last seconds. Somehow got damage from the Eagles as he came out. It looks like a base rush was happening, but Hydro, the Rohan player, will be just leaving this, which is unfortunate. I don't know what to say. I think that game was a free win for the Rohan player and he threw it big time. Yes, Gondor player, MVP obviously, guns up to white. Very well performed, very well played. Getting him rank 10, we have seen Aragorn getting rank 10 and Gandalf getting rank 10 and Gandalf killing Aragorn with the rank 10 Word of Power. So I don't have anything to moan about this game. But me as a commentary and me as a person who already did like a lot of commentary videos for the Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth 1, let me guarantee you that Rohan had this in his pocket. He could have won this game easily. But yeah, entertaining, you know. And was it worth to watch? Hell yes, I really enjoyed to cast that. I hope you enjoyed to watching that. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. And definitely leave a like on this video. It would be helping me out a lot. Okay guys. So, let me show you my... wait a second. Let me show you my new back screen. And if you want to know how to get those back screens, if you have any questions related to the Lord of the Rings, the Battle for Middle-earth games, please make sure to join the next live stream. As mentioned before, the link is going to be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay beyond standards. Peace.